Hello everyone! Combat XP can be tricky depending on your settings, so I'm going to show you multiple ways on how to gain XP in combat, and I'm not talking about killing monsters. I'm talking about choosing your combat XP. Some settings make it so you don't have this icon right here, the sword icon. If you click on the sword icon, you can actually choose attack, strength, and defense. If you look over at this account right here, that does not exist anywhere. It doesn't. So this video and this guide is going to show you how to do that, as well as other different methods, as well as explaining what combat is and how to gain it up and everything else. Firstly, combat is dependent on what type of weapon you have. If you have a sword, it'll train your melee combats, which is attack, strength, and defense. A bow would be range and defense. Mage, shocker, will be mage and defense. Now this all depends on your combat style and what you have actually selected. So the first thing, as I mentioned earlier, you can click on your combat settings right here, and then you can choose what you want. You can either turn on auto retaliate, which will make it so someone attacks you, you'll auto attack back. You can also unclick all of this if you want, and now that defense is highlighted, it'll only train defense XP. If I highlight attack and strength, it'll train all of them, or if I just want one, I can unclick both of those. Now, once again, that's not for every account. Alright, so in order to find that on an account that doesn't have the swords icon, you click escape to open up this menu, then you click on settings. From there, you need to go to gameplay, and then click on combat and action bar, and then combat XP. And then from here, you can choose what XPs you'd like. I believe in some cases, defense is auto-checked off. So if that's why you're checking this video, that's how you fix it. You just make sure this is checked on, and you're good to go. You can scroll down, and you can choose everything else if you want. For example, defense was not checked for Necromancy. If I do want to gain defense XP while training Necromancy, I would just simply check that on. Same thing with everything else. And there you have it. That is how you change the combat styles on both sides of the accounts. And now, since this is a new player-friendly guide, I'm going to go ahead and explain what each combat style does in RuneScape 3. There's actually 5 combat styles. 3 of them work as a trinity. Range beats magic, magic beats melee, melee beats ranged. Then you also have necromancy and summoning, which is their own little thing. If you've ever played Pixicree, it's similar to how that works, with earth beating water, which beats fire, which beats earth. And then soul is its own unique thing. Now for each skill. So you have melee. Melee includes attack, strength, and defense. Attacks increase your melee accuracy and unlock stronger melee weapons. If you're missing a lot of melee, this is the stat that will fix that. This is how you unlock from bronze to iron to steel, mithril, addy, etc., etc. Next you have strength. Strength increases melee damage and is required for some gear in quest. Think how hard your melee actually hits. This will change your overall top attack points. And now with defense, it makes you harder to hit and reduces damage taken by raises your armor rating. And it also gates tank/power armor tiers and shields. Armor/defense effects, hit chance. Next you have range. This actually boosts your accuracy and damage for bows, crossbows, throwing knives, etc. Magic, same thing, but it's accuracy and damage for spells and unlocks higher tier magic, weapons, armor, and spellbooks. With Necromancy, it's a standalone combat style. It's not part of the actual trinity. Your Necromancy level drives its accuracy/damage. You can use conjures like minions and stuff like that, as well as incantations for DPS. Now you have some universal combat styles. These are actually 2. You have Constitution, i.e. your hit points, HP. This raises your life points. In RuneScape 3, it's very direct. Plus 100 life points per level, i.e. also HP. Level 99 equals 9900 base HP. Also unlocks a few defensive abilities as you level it as well. Prayer, toggles that give you accuracy/damage boosts, damage reductions, overheads such as protect from prayers and stuff like that. So if you see this, if I click on this, I'll have an overhead prayer, and that will make it so reduces the damage taken from range attacks by 50%. You also have melee and everything else like that. The higher level you have, the more abilities you get in that, as well as more prayer points you have, which means the longer you can have those overhead prayers and prayers in general activated. Next, you have summoning. It lets you summon familiars. Some add DPS or utilities to your account, special scrolls, stuff like that. Some act as beasts of burden to carry supplies. Others provide skilling help. So that's actually really needed in order to progress your account faster. Thank you so much for watching this video. This channel is all about making noob-friendly RuneScape 3 guides, tutorials, and uploading helpful information for new players and returning players from hiatus that may not know the basics anymore. It's a completely different game from old-school RuneScape after all. Do you have any questions you can't find the answers to? Drop it below and I might make a video about it. And hey, click that like button. You play RuneScape, so I know for a fact you're good at clicking. And it also helps the YouTube algorithm. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more guides and check out my main channel at Zyphine for other non-niche content. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day.